welcome to my pick a card channel, the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here with a pick a card reading for you today. Thank you to my beautiful returning subscribers. As always, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your beautiful comments. Thank you to everyone who has dropped comments beneath my videos this month for your chance to win a free tarot reading. And a congratulations to this month's winners. I will be drawing a new name weekly, so be sure to drop your comment below and hit your notification bell if you are subscribed to the channel. And if you're not subscribed and you're just stumbling across this channel for the very first time, I do pick a card readings on this channel, so pull up and get cozy. We're going to have a little chat. We're all friends when we gather around my table. Again, today's topic is all about, actually I didn't say again today's topic. Today's topic is all about what is next in love for you, who and what is coming in love for you, what can you expect in your next love cycle. We have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the Knight of Wands and the red flower. Pile number 2 with the Knight of Cups and the purple flower. And pile number 3 with the Knight of Pentacles with the white flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages waiting, and I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is all about what is next in love for you. My timestamps are listed below. Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the little red rose. You were also drawn to the Knight of Wands, and this is your reading about who or what is next in love for you. Now, the Knight of Wands, you can see that there's this explosion, this firework that's going off over top. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of attraction with the Knight of Wands. This is a mover. This is someone who likes to go out and have fun. They are not a homebody. This person is a music lover, I feel, as well. And I feel like this is the type of person that has gone to a lot of concerts or have done a lot of traveling too. They're just very exciting. I feel like you are going to be very physically attracted to this person, and there could be a very physical element to your connection to begin with as well. You could also already be speaking to perhaps this person in the present moment. So if you're already talking to someone who is matching this description, this could be the person that you can expect moving in, or not moving in, but moving into your experience in the near future. There's something empowering about it. There's something exciting about this period of time for you as well. That is why perhaps you were drawn to the red rose, because there's something blooming. So it feels like, again, something that's already maybe established for someone watching, or is being established very, very soon. So let's take a look here. I'm going to use the traditional Rider-Waite for you. What can pile 1 expect in their next love cycle? Who or what is coming forward in love? What is next in love for pile 1? We have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for the Divine Feminine. And there's a message here about the Divine Feminine being very, very focused on what she wants. You want an emotional connection. Maybe the news coming in that this is going to start with a lot of fire, or it's going to be kind of exciting. Maybe that's disappointing to you in some way because you are looking for your person. Like you want to find your person. We have the Justice, Libra. We have Strength, and we also have the Hanged Man, and we have the 6 of Cups. I see that, oh, there's all sorts of things going on here. First of all, I want to highlight some of these feelings, some of these emotions, because Spirit really wants to talk to you about this opportunity. Like they want to talk to you, pile 1, about this next love cycle and how empowering it can be for you. This next love cycle for you could be all about lifting your confidence, raising your vibration, helping you to redirect your focus from a limiting perspective. Because even though this is abundance, we want to go towards more abundance. We want to go towards a fulfilling relationship. Perhaps her really stark focus upon the overall outcome is stopping her from enjoying the journey that's going to carry her exactly to where the desires of her heart are. And so there is an opportunity that is looming. And as I said, for some, it feels like you're already communicating with this person, or maybe you've already met them in some way. For others, this is a new opportunity that's going to pop up very unexpectedly for you. And I feel like it's going to be upon you even perhaps within the next month. So they want you to be looking to the horizon for something really positive and exciting to come along. There's a really strong emphasis on Leo energy here for this person. There's also a very strong emphasis on Aquarius as well, Libra energy as well. And they see you overthinking. That's where that 9 of Swords is coming from. So you could still be energetically stuck in an old timeline, and this is going to be the solution. This Hanged Man energy is saying that the biggest thing that's going to test your strength in this new love cycle is to just give into it, to just surrender to it without holding expectations over it. That's very important with the Knight of Wands. This person coming forward might be the person who's not exactly sure where it's going to head. Or maybe they don't have all the answers for you in the present moment, but they sure are a lot of fun. And there's a lot of beautiful momentum that is going to empower you along the way. This person is coming in with like a major influential type of energy. We have your higher priestess coming forward. We have the Hermit coming forward, 5 major arcanic themes. Here is the 5 of Cups and here is the Hierophant. And if you are sitting in this place right now, if you are sitting in a state of despair, focusing on what you don't have or focusing on what you lost, this person could be the solution. This person could be the solution to distract you enough so that you can start to create solutions towards healing, towards redirecting your focus, towards abundance as well. Here's the Hierophant and there's the Chariot. There's something about travel too. I feel like you're going to be traveling with this person. I feel like there's almost even a physical move that could be in place for you, not necessarily connected to this person, but you could be physically moving. And that's a message coming out for someone very specific. But for others, there's going to be travel. You're going to be traveling together. And that's when things are going to really reveal themselves in this connection. When this person will perhaps be more vulnerable with you is when the two of you are traveling together and having some type of shared experience. We have the Page of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. They are indicating that if you're already chatting to someone that is matching this description, or you're already sort of seeing someone or planning on seeing someone who matches this description, that this is the moment to kind of gain mastery over those limiting perspectives, over our fears and insecurities. And they just want you to give it a fair shot. Like they just want you to give this person a chance. And give them a chance to disappoint you, because you could be coming from a place like this that is you're already preemptively disappointed. And so you may extrapolate that and apply it to this person in expectations, but give them a chance to disappoint you before you get preemptively disappointed, because this is a very abundant time for you. This is an opportunity for you to turn your gaze towards clarity, towards the sun, towards positive perspectives. And this is what Spirit says you're surrendering to. So it's not really a risk that we're taking. This is abundance. This is an opportunity for us to turn our gaze back towards it, to see the full spectrum over a limited gaze that we perhaps are holding towards something or someone in the past. Because it's almost like we're in mourning. And Spirit says you could still be in mourning in some way by the time this person pops up into your experience, or before things really start to take off. It's like there's going to be a clash, or there's going to be an overlap here. And here's the 2 of Swords. It's so important from your higher self perspective that you see the opportunity, that you acknowledge it. And they're not talking about this moving into commitment very quickly, if I'm honest with you. They are encouraging us to find balance, to find joy in this experience, because whatever force we've applied in the past, it hasn't worked. So especially if we've focused with unwavering faith, or if we've focused really strongly towards what we really want to see happen in the future or in the past, that person, that place, that situation may not have been in alignment with you. And so now we're applying a new force here. You're being asked to step outside of your comfort zone and to apply force in ways that make you uncomfortable. So perhaps not having the commitment cycle in view and just being asked to enjoy the process. Because they're talking about taking baby steps towards growth here and moving out of a mourning period and into more of a period of acceptance about what the past has offered us. What's beautiful here is that despite the fact that I'm not seeing commitment cycles coming in right away, we could be heading towards that eventually if we surrender, if we take our time. But this person will think so highly of you. And because they think so highly of you, their confidence in you gives you more confidence. We have the 6 of Wands on the back of the deck. I just heard I want candy, and there's that 5 of Cups. this is what it's helping you achieve. It's helping you to achieve through this collaboration victory over this mourning period, over what you think you have lost. There's the Four of Pentacles reversed. And we are tackling in these master codes, in this mastery, we're tackling the vulnerable aspect that is keeping you in the in-between and keeping you from really launching yourself into something new. Now, I just got the message that for some, the travel energy between the two of you could be in place because you guys might be living in a different town or a different city. Just there could be a little bit of separation or distance between you. It's nothing extreme or insurmountable, but that could be why the two of you will spend some time in transit or traveling amidst this relationship. Your higher self is letting you know this is a crossroads energy. And it's a triple mission for you, because it's not just moving you into something more fun and more abundant, which is being physically presented to you, but it's also helping you tackle those vulnerable aspects and your root chakra energy that makes you feel unsafe in the present moment. This person is like they're like a breath of fresh air. They have so much energy. They have a great sense of humor. I feel like they're really athletic as well. They don't really have to go to the gym. They're just naturally athletic because they move a lot. They're in movement. They like to perhaps play intramural sports and things like that. There's just a really energetic energy coming through. Who or what is next in love? Please for pile number 1. And you know what? There's just as much of a benefit to this person having you as company, because you might be the exact type of influence that allows this person to settle down into their heart space a little bit. You're a healer. There's a healing aspect that comes out of your heart space. It says here we have depression, anxiety, and worrying that someone is against you with the vulture, and that's the Five of Cups. That's what's circulating around you in this moment. Because this is a good luck for you. This is a turn of events in your favor. And they're talking about getting lucky too, so please take that as it resonates. But this is a very positive thing. You may still be circulating around a situation that has long since passed. When I think of the vulture, I think about a scavenger. And so you might be circulating around that. There could be a karmic exchange that's still happening for you from a past energy or a past emotion. But that's why this person could be part of the solution. We have taking a vacation, physically or mentally as well. Taking a vacation from your unclear thinking or from your discouragement. We have celebration, fun, and enjoyment with a tankard. We do have dark woman, dealings in relation with a woman with complexion of darkness. There could also be, again, to the dark masculine energy, they could have dark features. And what you're really tackling too is your fear of risk. You're being asked to put yourself out there. We have here, you are going to be playing a different role. And this says protection from negative forces beyond your control. So ultimately, it is your higher self that's ushering in some of this change. She's trying to direct your focus towards this person because she's trying to help you move out of a state of emotional complacency and into something more spiritually driven, something more empowering as well. We have money will be coming to you on the back of the deck. There is an indication here for someone watching that this could be ignited in the work realm, but that's not an overarching theme here in this situation. Firefly. Oh my goodness. The pulsing light of the firefly. I just saw wolf guardian. And it's a magnetic. It looks like the explosion, or it looks like the fireworks here. Now, the pulsing light of the firefly, we're being told not to hold on too tight to expectations. That's why this path is going to encourage you to embrace the present moment. We have gazelle, deer in the headlights. They're talking about moving through with grace and stopping traffic. So as someone very attractive, or you being very attractive to this person. And we have the wolf, the guardian. You are safe and protected at all times, Pile 1. Very, very abundant energy for you. This, I feel like, is exactly, they're tackling all of these themes, all of these major arcanic themes for you, because they're trying to create a profound shift in your frequency. Time to free yourself. Yes, it's time to free yourself and release your ex. If you are holding on to an ex, if you are energetically or emotionally holding on to the past, this is an opportunity. There's something special about this person, and there's something very special about you. So they want you to follow the passion that you feel in your heart and allow yourself to sing with joy. Allow this person to raise your frequency. Allow them to fill you with confidence. You will be mirrors of each other. This is just a very beautiful transitionary type of collaboration. And who knows where it can take you with this beautiful Hierophant energy and the Chariot. Advice for pile number 1, please, in their next love cycle. Whoops, the 8 of Cups. You're already well beyond past what you have already accomplished. It's like you've already overcome the worst of your emotional fears. You're moving on into empowerment. We have the 9 of Wands reversed, and we have the 9 of Cups. So don't hold yourself back. There's like a smugness in your energy. If you're coming from a place of 9 of Swords, which we saw earlier, then this is taking you towards the 9 of Cups. This is taking you towards satisfaction and you feeling overconfident almost about what you experienced in the past. Being happy that perhaps certain things didn't come to fruition in the past. We have here forever and friends puzzle piece, the missing piece of the puzzle perhaps here. And there, as an aspect of all of these major themes, could be indicative of this person coming from a past life energy. We do have the Anchor, and we have the Rose of Empowerment coming here next to the Make charm. We have here the World, and it's kind of a broken world. It's like got chips in it, so there's talking about unfinished cycles. They're also speaking about the internet playing a role here. We have trusting in your intuition to guide you. And I feel like you think that your intuition has led you astray in the past, but they're leading from the heart space this time. They're asking us for patience with ourselves, compassion with ourselves. And the Turtle is talking about taking a slow approach. I know that the Knight of Wands is a fast-moving energy, and some aspects of your relationship might feel fast, but they're talking about being patient with any type of commitment cycles. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. And I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You are drawn to the purple flower and to the Knight of Cups, and this is your reading. What or who is next in love for you? And the Knight of Cups is all about momentum and movement. There's a lot of romance associated with this time period for you, and someone who's just going to be on their best behavior. Someone who's going to come forward with offers, and they're going to be generous with you. Maybe a traditional type of person too, that they'll arrive at your door with chocolate and arrive at your door with flowers. A little cliched, maybe. And someone who maybe overcompensates a little bit towards you. It's like they have insecurities of their own. They don't want you to see them, so they might overcompensate. And that will sometimes maybe make them a little bit boastful. And you might be able to see right through some of that energy. So they might like say things about, I don't know, what's a good example of that? As silly as this sounds, it's such a silly example, but it's like when someone lies about how big the fish is that they catch. You know, it's like they have a story and it's a true story, but they might embellish it a little bit to make themselves look a little bit more of a hero or make themselves appear a little bit better. I don't feel a negative bone in this person's body, though. I feel like that comes from some insecurity that they just want to impress you. And they're going to work hard at impressing you. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. And I heard love bug. As soon as I saw that card, I heard love bug. So that could be an indication of this person. Maybe their love language could be physical touch, could be attention. So what or who is next in love for you, pile number 2? They're also encouraging vulnerability in this next cycle from you, pile number 2. I also just heard silver fox for someone. So this could be somebody that's slightly older than you, or someone who does have a little bit of silver in their hair. That's not for everyone. We have the Magician and we have the 8 of Swords coming out together. So we're going to put those together. And this is the Tarot of the Divine that I'm using for you today, pile 2, in case you are interested. We have the Justice, Libra. The Sun. The Ace of Cups. You know what? I'm getting the impression of this person has a little bit of insecurity, because I just got this message about trying to be whatever you want them to be. Like, I'll be whatever you want me to be. But that's them wearing a little bit of masks, because they feel like maybe they're not enough sometimes. They don't feel like they're enough. There's a fear aspect here of this person feeling seen. So they feel, and that could be reversed. You could be internalizing some of this as well, where you're afraid to be seen. You're afraid to find out where you belong. And so you've spent a lot of time trying to fit in. This person could also be mirroring that as well, because they try to jump through hoops. Like, they try to please you. They try to impress you. Sometimes this person will stick their foot in their mouth, and it's like they don't mean to do it. There's almost like a verbal like dam that's breaking, that they can't really control it. So it's like they say something and then they instantly regret it, or they stick their foot in their mouth when they're trying to be funny and then they instantly regret it. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Three of Coins. This person feels almost, they feel like they feel blessed because you're going out with them, or because you agree to go out with them in some way. Like, there's an emphasis on them celebrating, feeling abundant, feeling so good about the momentum. This could also be the type of person that will try to jump to defining the connection. So if you're not completely ready to call this person your girlfriend, boyfriend, for instance, they may want to solidify that as soon as possible. So they may ask you to be exclusive early on in this connection, because it's like we have the connection and then the momentum. We have the Eight of Wands. There's momentum. Things start taking off. Because it's like they are anxious to, I almost said boat that bass. Like, they're anxious to boat that bass. They're anxious to get you on board with the future. We have the Queen of Cups. And this was the type of person that they care about what your experience is. Like, they're going to want to make sure that you're feeling abundant. This is a very loving type of person. They're a very emotional type of person, I feel. But they may hide some of that emotion because they feel like it's a bit of a weakness. I also feel like this person is going to be very attentive. They are going to call you a lot. They're going to be sending you messages a lot, because, again, they're anxious to solidify something. They're anxious to move this into they're anxious to, like, put a name on it, to define it. So they're going to be trying to keep you close to them, even if it's just energetically, even if it's just via, like, your messaging or your phone. They're going to try to be keeping you close by messaging you a lot. They're very attentive. Knight of Swords. You might even say they're a little bit too fast moving. You might want to pump the brakes on some of the momentum. Not that it's not a positive thing, but there's a feeling about almost, again, insecurity that's pushing them to want to define it very quickly. And so you may be like, whoa, 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 pump the brakes a little bit. You might feel a little defensive against some of the movement and momentum that this is going to carry you in. And that's where some of that message comes in about, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. If you've been wanting a connection where somebody is deeply emotionally connected to you, or really wants to develop that with you, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. We have the Four of Wands. We also have the Eight of Cups supporting the Four of Wands. You can see that there's empowerment here, especially for the Divine Feminine. Like, this person makes you feel super secure. They make you feel beautiful. They tell you that you're beautiful. If you're the Divine Feminine, if you're the Divine Masculine, they're telling you that you're handsome all the time. They help to make you feel so empowered. You have nothing to worry about when it comes to this person, because they're very loyal as well. They make you feel very secure. And they help you kind of get over the hump of certain things. They help you to break attachments overall. And I do feel like it's the Divine Feminine who is the priority. It's like your happiness is the priority, sometimes to the deficit of this person. And that speaks to their own insecurity and their own triggers. But those are things that they have to deal with throughout the dynamics of any connection that they are in. Now, I will say the momentum here is really positive, pile two. Like, we have a lot of momentum with this Four of Wands energy. The Three of Coins, we're building upon more. There's the confidence and victory of the Six of Wands. So there is a lot of potential for the future of this connection as well, but only you get to tell yourself, this person, where this is going to lead you. Spirit's just letting you know about what the next cycle is going to hold for you. And there's a lot of possibilities for potential of new beginnings, fresh perspectives, releasing the old. It's a great opportunity for the divine feminine's heart to take kind of a rest and to feel secure in herself and to feel secure in her position. I feel like, if this sounds terrible, but I feel like their emotional investment towards you, it's like, I don't want to say they love you harder, but they kind of love you really hard, or they fall in love very quickly and they love you really hard. You feel very secure in that. It lifts your confidence, it builds your confidence, and it helps you to get over the things of the past that have been holding your gaze. This is the type of person that would definitely focus on the mantra of happy wife, happy life. You have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from other people. I was not getting a reference of friendship actually at all moving into like, this might not be a friend for some, but there could be like a hookup situation where you're meeting them through a friend. You could be seeking out information from your friends, asking for support. We have honeymoon phase, taking trips together. Again, there could be travel associated with this person, and a big honeymoon phase here. But again, it feels very fast, the momentum, meeting them, and then everything taking off from there. And it is safe for you to love this person. And this person, feeling vulnerable, doesn't recognize yet, doesn't know that it is safe for them to love here too. There's a lot of chemistry, twin flame energy. It is actually being touted as a very positive thing, a very positive relationship cycle for you. And for some, this relationship cycle, we're just going to keep building upon it. So wherever you want this to go, Spirit says there's a lot of chemistry. If you want this momentum to take you far, it can. Pile number 2, please. Who or what is next in love? You have the zebra. Oh, it could be someone that you're friends of a friend of right in this very moment, because they're talking about this person hiding in plain sight right now. Watching you, maybe they're kind of like a fight or flight animal. They could already be interested in you in this present moment, and they could be clarifying that or making some type of proclamation, bringing forward some sort of offer very soon. We do have the eagle. Now, I'm getting a message about this person being a religious sort or a spiritual type of person, or has grown up in that environment. So they could come from a spiritual background or a religious background of some kind. We also have the snake. They're talking about eternity. And they're talking about, even they're speaking about tempting you into this cycle. They're trying to help you see things from a new perspective so that you give yourself the permission to enter into this cycle. And so that you're not defensive, because it could heal you. We always have to prioritize the independent journey, even in these collaborations, even in our romantic relationships, even if we're committed to that person. We still have to know that we're individuals here. But there's something beautiful about the starfish, this Aquarius energy, about healing from something that we didn't think we could heal from. And this person as well, healing from things, deficits, fears that they didn't think that they could heal from. We do have the fire ant. And I think about, the work that sort of consumes. When I think of the fire ant, I think of a worker ant and putting in the effort. And there is something about the divine feminine being lit up with attraction, being lit up with physical connection with this person. So a strong magnetic attraction here for you. Who or what is coming forward in love for pile number 2, please? We have March being significant. The birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. Now, this could talk about in the future. Overall, with the Queen of Pentacles, she's filled with fertility. We're not worried about that today. We do have the Queen of Cups here, however. She can also be a mother figure. Again, we're not 100% worried about children in the moment, but this birth is more about the birth of an opportunity, the birth of this relationship. And it talks about conception. So someone's already perhaps thinking about coming forward, and this will highlight changes in your life. They want you to prepare for that so that you can learn to trust your intuition to guide you as you go forward. We just saw romance. We have July being significant. Cancer energy, this person could definitely be a water sign. We also have December. Think of Sagittarius. Back at the deck, we have dark woman, dealing with a relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. This could describe you, or this could help describe the person on your mind. And I also just got another message surrounding friendship as well. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. What is next, or who is coming in love? What advice do you have for pile 2 in the bowl? Whoops. We have the Emperor, Aries energy. The dad of the deck. We have the King of Wands, very strong fire element here. They're asking us kind of to drop our guards, to drop our defenses. They're also saying that this is an opportunity for the Divine Masculine to drop their defenses a little bit too. This is taking both of you into the end of a cycle. And so they want you to focus upon where your energy is in this moment so we can make the adjustments that are necessary as we move in and allow this momentum to carry us into something more supportive. They're asking you to prepare. They're saying the past is what it is. They're asking us to prepare for momentum. We have here D and K. We also have the little bicycle. I think of Chariot energy, and I think of decisions we make in childhood or because of children, or our children being a factor to influence us. We have the clear canvas, the blank card. So we have creative accountability to where this momentum is going to take us. We have here, thou shalt not kill. They don't want you to snuff it out before it really takes off. There's a feeling about being a little bit defensive of how quickly this is going to move for you. We have the anchor, and we have the surrender of the seahorse. So they're asking us to surrender. It says, you are always in my heart. Pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can drop it below any of my readings this month for your chance to win a free reading, and be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you are chosen the winner. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below as well, and I do update that shop daily. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the White Flower and to the Knight of Pentacles, and this is your reading. Who or what is coming next in love? Now, the Knight of Pentacles is all about responsibility. There's a certain amount of reliability you can find perhaps in this person too. There is slow momentum, I will say, with this person. And they could also be the type of person that doesn't share a lot of their emotions right in the forefront, or they don't bring them to the surface right away in your connection. It might be take time for them to really open up. There could also be patience associated with your journey. But overall, the Knight of Pentacles is a very reliable energy. This is someone who definitely has commitments in mind, or is a commitment-minded person. They wouldn't be afraid of commitments, for instance, but they might want to be very sure about the steps that they're taking. They're also the type of person that's a very big planner. So they could be a saver when it comes to their financial realm and their career realm. They could work in some type of trade and be working their way up to, like, I just heard ticket, so they could be working their way up to getting a ticket in their trade, in their specific trade. I'm just feeling a very earthy element. They could work outside for someone watching as well. I'm going to use the Joie de Vivre Tarot for you to begin, for those that are interested. So for pile 3, please, what or who is coming next in their love cycle? What is next in love for pile number 3? We have the Ace of Cups coming in the reversal. And you notice in this card, there's a little imp or a little devil up in the corner holding the key. And there's a feeling about being let down and being really disappointed in the past in your relationships. And so there is an insecurity that maybe you're operating from. It's like you don't want to be let down anymore. You're not interested. You have the 8 of Cups. The 7 of Cups. The 6 of Swords. Everything's coming out so fast for you, pile 3. What or who is next in love? The Page of Coins. Back of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords and we have the Ace of Coins. And I just heard salt in my wounds because you don't want to, I just heard variety is the flavor of life, or the salt of life, and you don't want variety. It's like you don't want to go through another cycle if you're just going to be let down. So I definitely feel a jaded energy or a guarded energy from your heart space that you might have to deal with or adapt to in this next love cycle. They are saying that this is happening within this next 12 months, so prepare yourself accordingly to that time frame. And this overthinking, this Nine of Swords, you're losing sleep. There's anxiety, maybe a little bit of depression that has come out of old timelines, old relationship timelines here as well. So let's get a secondary deck. But this is an opportunity for us. This is an opportunity for us to not let that past hold us back. And the Spirit will never force us if you don't feel ready, because they do feel like there's this almost argument going on between yourself and your guides, saying, well, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready to kind of put myself out there and be vulnerable the way that you need me to be. But sometimes opportunities present when you may not feel ready, but they're ready for you. And to be honest with you, they're saying that the worst is behind you. The worst, you've already overcome most of it. You've already survived 100% of your worst days. So you're doing a really good job. We have the Emperor, Aries energy coming through. And there's almost a feeling of someone who has battled, or someone who's been in battle. There could be a military connection for someone watching as well here. I also feel the sense, that's in a literal sense, but in an energetic sense, the same battles, the same emotional wars that you've gone through and disappointment, they've gone through too. They've experienced that. It's made them thirsty for emotion, but it's also made them fearful of it. We have the Lovers, Gemini, Aries energy. They're speaking here too about someone that feels very mirrored towards how you're feeling from the past. So you could have a mirrored experience. You could both be coming from negative romantic cycles, for instance. And they're talking about a deep connection that will develop. A deep connection. This person's really intelligent, but they perhaps, especially if they work for a trade or something, they don't necessarily consider themselves really intelligent, but this is the type of person that they can do anything. They can fix anything. Their mind works really quickly. Like when it comes to almost like wiring and things like that, like this person can do anything. They can fix anything with their hands. They're very intelligent. It's almost like a street smarts. They may not consider themselves book smart, but this person can like fix anything. And again, although your guides say that you may not feel 100% ready, they want you to keep this person as an option. They want you to explore it if you feel called to, because they remind us that we reap what we sow. And if we are operating from one end of the pendulum, one end of the spectrum that is limited, where we feel like we're just begging to be seen in our relationships, begging to be accepted, this is a chance for us to level out the playing field a little bit, because there's a collaboration here that can help us transcend all of that. This Six of Swords, this collaboration can help us see clearly the things that have stressed us out, the things that have disappointed us. It can help us transition from a period of despair into something more peaceful, in the very least. I just saw the Three of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. I also saw the Ten of Swords. They're speaking here about releasing. This person is very loyal, and I feel like their loyalty was bred from negative experiences. So they might be like, they're so focused on loyalty because they don't want to, again, perhaps have a cycle recur. So they may have had somebody perhaps cheat on them in the past, or they may have watched a father figure cheat on a mother figure in their childhood. They're loyal to a fault. And what I love about this transition here, and that's why Spirit wants us to keep this as an option, because this person, as I said, is commitment material. And they'll see you as commitment material. And this can be where this path ultimately leads you. We can't bridge the gap between disappointment and abundance. We have to take the time and explore this pathway, but it can lead to a lot of security. I also feel like this person is really working towards their career, and they're going to kind of establish themselves in their career, and they're going to make a lot of money, despite perhaps not taking a traditional route of like going to university, going to college. And Spirit, they want you, I just heard, they're talking about the intelligence of the octopus and how the octopus can get themselves out of any tight spot as long as the escape route is the same size or a little bit bigger than the bone between their eyes. And so they're talking about us keeping our eyes wide open and using our smarts, using our intelligence to see a good opportunity when it presents itself. There's the Moon and there's the Chariot with the Judge. They say that this person's qualities and their vulnerability is going to be showing itself incrementally over time. It's going to slowly reveal itself. The potential here, your emotional security, everything is going to slowly reveal itself to be leading you towards permanent change. Here is the Judgment, and there's the Two of Wands. They are talking about this connection starting as a flirtation online. So maybe you guys are on dating sites or something, but they're talking about a back and forth online is what's going to start the process. So for someone watching, perhaps you've already established this connection. For others, it's coming in within this next 12 months. And they're saying that this is an opportunity for a change, huge change, to correct the imbalances that we have experienced, to pull ourselves out of a karmic trench and to get into some new energy. There's beautiful momentum here with the Chariot. Really strong Cancer element, Scorpio here, Aries and Gemini. We have soulmate. This is your soulmate. For some watching, and I don't want to put the cart before the horse because Spirit wants us to prioritize the present moment. Again, transitions into stability, into commitment cycles. That doesn't mean it's not going to challenge us in that transition. Of course it will. But there is something about developing trust in each other, developing a trust in the outcome regardless of the conflicts that come in. So that's where the real sense of belonging comes in here for you, Pile 3. Heart-to-heart conversations are needed to honestly discuss your feelings with each other, because you both might be operating from this position where you're both feeling in the past like you were begging for something. And now you're in this mentality of like, no more begging, no more begging. I will not say I love you first. And so because we're both on the ground, the honesty, the vulnerability in conversations and in opening up to each other, it's going to be necessary. You have playfulness to recapture romance, allow your youthful spirit of fun to shine. And back of the deck says, stay optimistic about your love life because positive thinking will bring you romance. And if you're starting with the Ace of Cups reversed and you're feeling let down, you're feeling disappointed, this could be one of the assets for you to propel yourself out of that mentality and into something more abundant. They're also saying again that patience will be a virtue in this connection when it comes to progress, when it comes to them opening up, when it comes to you opening up, when it comes to commitment cycles. Patience will be a virtue. But you reap what you sow. So the amount of effort you put in will equal the amount of output that you get as that dividend. What is next in love for pile number 3, please? Strong passion, strong emotion, passionate love. There's going to be a big spark, and then we're going to fuel that spark. It's going to grow bigger over time. We have marriage that could be in the cards here. I just saw the disappointment, the flute, disappointment in some aspects of your love life. That's beginning the process of this connection. Romance is in the air. You can see that there's a bunch of thorns amongst the rose stem, so don't be deterred by that. We have a new job, new career, but this is not about a career or job. We're talking about love. They're asking you to kind of, they're saying put a pin in it. It's like we're saving this perhaps for later. We're saving something new. We're saving a new perspective for later. And they want you to protect the opportunity. That pin is sitting on a soft cushion. There's also a protective element surrounding this person. They are a very protective person. It's like they are very masculine in nature. And we could be talking about divine feminine energy as well, but they have a very masculine drive, a very masculine energy that wants to maintain sort of traditional roles. It's like they want to protect you. We have ant, work, achievement, and success, the worker ant. You can see that this ant is carrying a leaf, and they say that the ant can carry 10 times its body weight. Again, I feel like this person works so hard. I feel like they work with their hands, or they're working outside. There's like a sense of them putting in a lot of effort into their career, and it's going to pay off for them as well. We have here getting back to basics after perhaps, I just saw this, cracked cup and the heartache over what we no longer had. So getting back to square one, a brand new emotional start. That's going to help you to overcome the past here as well. We have the otter. I always think about friendship and connection and not floating away from each other. You can see this otter is standing at attention. It's like he's looking on the horizon, waiting for someone to come home. So there's this feeling about somebody who's happy to see you come home every day, someone who's excited to see you. We have the whale. I do think that this person has a hard time expressing themselves, and that could be where you perhaps are influencing them in the right direction, because if we don't express ourselves, we could drown in the emotion that puts us there. I just saw the fire ant as well. Back of deck, we have dragon, and I think of the divine masculine, the emperor with the dragon. There is a guarded energy to this person, but you are the soft spot. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. What to expect next in love, advice from your guides and angels in the bowl. Tower, devil energy. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is coming in limbo, and the Tower and the Devil are sort of reversed here in the bowl. Now, this Devil reverse is helping us to release from old mentalities or old connections that have limited us, old perspectives that have limited us. Now, this Tower in the reverse is telling us that we're trying to avoid that upheaval. It's like we're trying to avoid disaster, or we're trying to avoid getting hurt again. And that's why maybe we're hesitating, or we are taking our time towards progress in this connection, is because we're trying to avoid a resurgence of what happened in the past. But the Spirit says that this path will actually empower the both of you. Really strong Capricorn energy in the bowl here. Scorpio, Cancer. We have cheesecake, I think of friendship. We have X, coming to a crossroads as well. We have direction with the arrow, and we have the cardinal. A cardinal appears when an angel is near, and we have the Holy Bible. So it's like doing things by the book, very traditional person. They could come from like a religious kind of background as well. Could be where some of their values are established. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you. I hope that it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. And I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage.